60 seconds.
Good morning, sunshine. It's me, Baby Diva. You want to tell me how many people are playing? Good choice. 1. That's my favorite number. What's your name?
45 seconds.
All right, buddy. Hit the number of the icon you want.
30 seconds.
Okay, your buzzer's gonna be the letter B.
Here we go! Chop, chop, everybody! Choppy, choppy!
All right, go Headrush, go Headrush. All right, did you get your parents to sign your permission slip? Because I can't let you on the bus without it, okay? Just checking. On your marks, get set. Yes. Okay, pick a category. The category? Suddenly Sickly. 20,000 bucks for a correct answer. Hey, you know that show Suddenly Susan? You know, the one with Brooke Shields? Well, if Suddenly Susan is diagnosed as having narcolepsy, narcolepsy is a condition that causes people to uncontrollably fall asleep during their waking hours. You know, come to think of it, Suddenly Susan has the same effect on me. Category, please. This one's called I'd Pay to See Al Gore Bust a Move. And you pocket 20,000 clams if you get this one. Okie doke. Now let's imagine that there's a big rap summit where rappers from the East Coast and the West Coast come together to settle their differences. If Busta Rhymes begins to filibuster, what will he... What the dilly, y'all? Filibustering is when politicians talk on and on and on in order to put off a vote or something like that. The only difference is when rappers go on and on, they tend to make more sense than money. Okay, I need a category. May I introduce, we're all rock stars in the shower. Looks like this one's going for 10,000 bucks. Okay, show of hands, who uses a washcloth in the shower? Okay, now who uses one of those fancy scrapey loofah sponge things? All right, well imagine this. If you're in the shower and reach for your loofah, but accidentally grab the Louvre, what might you do? Would you smear a small bird in your hair, scrub your butt with the Mona Lisa, squish a molecule between your toes, or get a foreign car in your... The Mona Lisa is kept in an art museum in France called the Louvre. Now I understand why she's got that weird smile on her face. She's seen you in the shower naked. I need a category. This bad boy is having cartoons for dinner. Get it right, I'm handing over 20K. Hey, you know how in the Ren and Stimpy show they have that slimy fish guy, Muddy Mud Skipper? Well, if Muddy Mud Skipper invites Ren and Stimpy over for... Caviar is a delicacy made of fish eggs. It's lumpy, fishy, and salty. Mmm. And I really hope Ren and Stimpy know to stay away from those brownies that Muddy's gonna serve. Alrighty, pick one. Alright, dude, you just picked a dis or dat. And this dis or dat question's category is something's giving me gas. Alright, I'm going to show you 7 phrases, and I want you to tell me if it's a slogan for Coke or Pepsi. Okay, fine, you know the rules. Here comes the monkey timer. Here we go. Always, Coke or Pepsi? Generation Next. It's the real thing. Catch the wave. Gotta have it. Be young, have fun. Last one, Red, White, and You. That's all she wrote. You dropped a couple, but I've seen worse. Let's check out your score. All right, that's long enough. Moving on. Okay. And And this is... Tough It. I never touched it. This one can get you 10 grand. Eyes up front. We're moving. Considering what scared Little Miss Muffet when she was eating her curds and whey, from what... That spider that sat down beside her frightened her because she's arachnophobic, or afraid of spiders. Me, I can handle spiders. It's that curds and whey that freaks me out. Ugh, curds and whey. Yeah. Category, please. And here we have Working for the Superman. I'm giving out 30 grand for a right answer. Coming at you. Which superhero would the EPA most likely employ? Space Ghost, Captain. The EPA stands for the Environmental Protection Agency. They look out for the environment, just like Captain Planet.
I am here to do my duty for planet Earth.
Yeah, whatever. Here's your desk, here's a couple of Post-its, and in a couple of years you'll get a cubicle.
I need a category.
Hey, what am I doing here? Oh, yeah, it's my question. Here we go. Space Quest, let's go up, do. Old man's moaning memories. Let's go up, do. Hey!
This category is known as
Grandpa's got a brand new baggie.
20,000 bucks says you don't know this one.
Oh, no, boy, I got a case of the boogie fever, but I loaned out my favorite album. Oh, what was that guy's name? He makes me want to shake my booty. You know, he's that guy. He's a really famous rhythm and blues man. He's got that really famous song, I Feel Good. Ha! His last name is the same as that Charlie guy from the Peanuts.
Let's see what you think.
That's right, boy. James Brown, the godfather of soul. And I bet you didn't know that I'm the godfather of James Brown. Yep, he's a good boy. He learned all his moves from me. Hey, take it to the bridge.
Okay, I need a category. Looks like this category is a turtle dove some freak of science? And it's worth 20,000 bucks if you get this one right. Okay, now you know that song about the days of Christmas that makes you sing a partridge in a pear tree over and over and over? Great. Then try this. Days of Christmas minus days of Hanukkah equals what? Is it 2, 4, 6, or 8? 12 days of Christmas minus the 8 days of Hanukkah equals 4. You know, I've never seen a partridge in a pear tree, but I know what I'd be thinking. Yep, dinner. Alrighty, pick one. Now serving, Buffy's got a boo-boo. This one will get you 10 grand. Uh-oh, looks like Buffy's been getting sloppy in her vampire slaying. Imagine Buffy has a bad day and one of the vampires drains her of most of her blood. What does Buffy need to put blood back into her body? A translation, a transistor, a transfusion, or a transfixation? The process of putting blood into a person's veins is transfusion. Now all she's got to do is cover up that big hickey the vampire left on her neck. I prefer turtlenecks. Ooh, have I said too much? Oh, you think you know the Headrush, huh? Well, I got news for you. Not all rushes are equal. Here's your clue. What does this taste like? And if you don't do well on this Headrush, we know what your score's gonna taste like. Good luck! about but not too shabby. Let's see your final score. That's the game. Green, green, green. What can I say? Good job. And get a social life, you know. Throw a party or something, you know. Write some letters. Hey, thanks for head rushing with me. I gotta go.
Nice job, people. Baby Diva, it's in your hands.
Showtime!
Okay, pick a category. Say hello to the Founding Fathers. Glam it up. $10,000 for this one. You know, nowadays it seems like everybody's on a book signing tour. If you go to a bookstore for an author signing of the Declaration of Independence, what will the author write on your copy?
Best wishes, Benjamin Franklin. To my biggest fan, George Washington. With love, Thomas Jefferson. Or, peace, John Hancock.
The Declaration of Independence was written by Thomas Jefferson. Yeah, and maybe if you're lucky, you can get him to sign that crappy sequel of his, the $2 bill. That sucked. Alrighty, pick one. And I believe this one's called You're Gavin' Me a Headache. How does $20,000 sound? Hey, you know that lead singer from Bush, that Gavin guy, you know? Right. Which of these phrases can be made with the letters in Gavin Rossdale? Oh, and let's make things a little more interesting here. Is it gives anal rods, go veg loser, gland so avid, or alien goes solo? Gland so avid. Hey, I don't care how enthusiastic your organs are. I don't want to hear about it. Should have picked this. The letters in Gavin's name can be rearranged to spell gives anal rods.
Wow, is that for me? Gee, thanks, Gavin. Just what I always want. Whoa!
Category. Whoa! Someone just got themselves a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat question is Smurfy Spice. Someone's in a hurry. Okay, get the monkey out here and let's go. Let's boogie. Brainy. Smurf Spice. Hefty. Posh. Baby. Scary. Sporty. This is it. Vanity. That's all she wrote. You picked up 5. Not memorable, but not terrible. And there you go. So let's move on. Okay, I need a category. For your enjoyment, how to be real gross. And you're playing for a $30,000 wad. Hey, you know that Cypress Hill song, Insane in the Membrane? Well, if rappers Cypress Hill record a song called Insane in the Mucous Membrane, which body part will not be mentioned? Lining of the gastrointestinal tract, inner eyelid, inside of the nose, or lining of the throat? The inner eyelid is moistened by tears and doesn't produce any mucus, so it's not a mucous membrane. And if you don't believe me, check for yourself. You know, stick your finger in your eye. Go ahead. I can wait. Alrighty. Alright, give it up for. They both produce manure. 10,000 beanies if you get this one. And we're off. If you're a jackass and a horse's ass, what are you? A mule? Hey, cross a female horse with a male donkey, you got yourself a mule. Not to be confused with the offspring of a male horse and a female donkey, which is a hinny, or just a plain old ass, which is a hiney. Okay, pick. Pucker up for Animaniacal. And you pocket 20,000 clams if you get this one. Okay, now let's say those wacky Animaniacs have a very special guest star. If the Animaniacs greet their guest star with their usual, "Hello, nurse," which of these women could honestly respond? Susan B. Anthony, Jane Addams, Marie Curie, or Florence Nightingale? Florence Nightingale was a famous 19th century nurse who pretty much established modern nursing. Yeah, she's good to have around when you have anvils falling on somebody's head every 5 minutes. Category, please. Well, what do we have here? Monkeys flying out of your butt. Get it right. I'm handing over $20K. All right, you remember that scene in The Wizard of Oz when the Wicked Witch sends out those flying monkeys to chase down Dorothy? Man, was that scary. You know, when I was like 3. If instead of flying monkeys, the Wicked Witch had sent flying buttresses or big supporting structures that used to hold up the walls of medieval cathedrals.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your flying butt, too.
Okay, I need a category. It's headbutt time.
Headbutt. Headbutt.
Take a look at your headbutt category. Dear Diary, my mom's a cow. Let's get the ball rolling at $50K for this headbutt question. Here's how you headbutt. A question like this will fly out. Oh, fabulous. Can we go now? Flower plus famous diary writer. Okay, for the first part, I'm talking about that red flower that you give your main squeeze. Start typing your answer. You know, I really liked that show, but I always wished Roseanne would, loosen up a little bit and say what was really on her mind. Not worry about appearances so much. I need a... This baby is the longest kiss on record. $10,000 riding on this one. Let's boogie. If it takes you a score to score, how long will it be before you get to... A score is a unit of 20. Man, it sucks that it's going to take you that long to score, because in 20 years, you're going to be old and fat. Alrighty. Let's see what we got here. Getting a charge out of Sweet Valley. $20,000 says you don't know this one. All right, now you know those twins on Sweet Valley High, Jessica and Elizabeth, the ones that are supposed to be like exact opposites of each other? Well, if Jessica and Liz behave the same way as objects that have opposite electrical charges, what would you expect them? In physics, things with opposite charges, like protons and electrons, are attracted to each other. So those opposite twins would be smooching. Damn, I never saw that episode. Not that I ever watched Sweet Valley High, because I would never. Okay, let's move on. Okay, pick a... Hey, let's take a quick break for the following commercial message.
Bag.
Not just for groceries anymore.
Oh my God! It's a
Shiny,
bag.
bouncy, healthy bag.
Hey man, I got a bag.
It's bag of... Bag. It holds stuff.
Oh, looks like you've Headrush before. Well, check out this clue, because it may come in handy. Who's your hero? Well, we all know it's me, so good luck. That's the game! Hey, way to go, Green. You know, it's like I always say, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, as long as you get to play with yourself. Now, get away from the computer and go make some friends, will you? Bye-bye!
And that's a wrap. Another day.
Just can't get enough, huh? I understand. Come on, put down the taco and make me a show. Let's go!
Open wide and get ready for I love you, I eat you. This one can get you 10 grand. Okay, let's pretend that Barney gets sick of doing a crappy TV show for preschoolers and decides to do a crappy TV show for high schoolers. Considering the kind of dinosaur Barney actually is, which of these TV shows might he star in? Boy Meets Woolly Mammoth, Buffy the Velociraptor Slayer, Saved by the Brontosaurus, or the T-Rex Files? Kick it. Everyone's favorite purple dinosaur is a Tyrannosaurus, also known as a T-Rex.
On the next T-Rex Files, Barney has an alien encounter.
I love you. Okay. This one is Smurfy Spice, and we got 30,000 bucks in the pot. Okay, now you remember those little blue forest dwellers, the Smurfs? Well, imagine they were around in colonial New England. Which of these acts could a Smurf commit to violate the blue laws were enacted by religious leaders to try and protect the Sabbath and enforce saintly moral behavior on citizens? And that's why the Smurfs were on Saturday mornings. They were just too damn racy for Sundays. Category, please.
Your attention, please. Attention. You just picked a dis or dat.
This dis or dat's category name is Catching Mom and Dad Wrestling. All right, I'm going to give you 7 names. Chill out, okay? You know the rules. Get the monkey. Let's go. And we're off. Chic, wrestler or condom? Crush. Goldust. Ramses. Avanti. Trojan. Last one. That's all she wrote. Hey, you only missed one. Not too bad. Let's check out your score. Job well done. Okay, let's get going. I need a... Coming at you. Even purple dinosaurs have to die someday. This one will get you 10 grand. Oh, wow. Barney question. Yay. If Barney dies and decomposes underground for a couple million years, fossil fuels such as oil and gasoline are believed to be the decayed remains of ancient plants and animals, like the dinosaurs. So I guess all we have to do now is wait. Is it a million years yet? Oh God, what's happening? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! No way! You've reached the silver level! I don't believe it! You've reached the silver level! You're blowing my mind! You are the master of all that is Headrush! I bow to you! I bow to you! Be my friend, please! You're unbelievable! Ah! Wow! Hey, let's get back to the game. What do you say? Alrighty, pick one. The category is people who sing really loud in church. 20,000 bucks for a correct answer. Here's the pitch. What's the most appropriate name for a band of 4 hunky boys named Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John? The Gospels, the Messiahs, the Torahs, or the Commandments? The Gospels, according to Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, are the 4 main texts of the Christian New Testament. Hey, is it just me, or do communion wafers look like Stridex pads? Okay, I need a... Here There she is.
The end of Hanson?
How does $20,000 sound? Hey, imagine the Hanson triplets are on the Chinese leg of their big world tour. Say Hanson plays a concert for the youth in Asia. If the audience decides to perform Euthanasia on one of the Hanson brothers, what would you see? Isaac Hanson became... Euthanasia is a word that means mercy killing. Here, I'll use it in a sentence. When I hear a Hanson song, I want to perform euthanasia. See? Okay, pick it. May I introduce corny horror movies? $30,000 for this one. Hey, you know those horror movies about children of the corn? Well, imagine this. In a new Children of the Corn movie, the creepy kids grind up and boil all of their corn. What's the best name for this film? Children of the Grits, Children of the Kernel, Children of the Fritters, or Children of the Corn Dog? Hey, let's take a look at the right answer. Corn that's been ground up and boiled is called grits.
Billy, Susie, come and eat your grits.
Category, please. H-E-A-D-B-U-T-T, headbutt.
H-E-A-D-B-U-T-T, H-E-A-D-B-U-T-T, headbutt.
Your headbutt category for today is kielbasa gives me gas too. How about $50,000 to start this headbutt question? Want to know how to headbutt? All right, you're going to see an equation like this. Okay, let's go. Ball of burning gases plus Milwaukee sports team. Okay, the first part of this answer describes our sun. We have a sun? You never told me. The second part is a Milwaukee basketball team, which is really popular with doe. Doe? That's a deer, a female deer. Hey, how about a mocha frappuccino? Run with it. Okay, type in your... Hey, there's an idea. Maybe the Milwaukee Bucks wouldn't suck so much if they were wired on caffeine.
Give me the ball! Come on, I'm open! Pass it over here! Come on, I'm open!
Alrighty, pick one. Say hello to meat is yummy. Looks like this one's going for $10,000. Flex those fingers, because here it comes. Imagine that instead of going to the same old deli on the corner, you decide to try out New Delhi is the capital of India. Oh, and just make sure the elephant is dead first. I need a category. And I believe this one's called The Artist, formerly known as That Bald Chick. 10,000 beanies if you get this one. Think fast. If singer Sinead O'Connor performs her song The Emperor's New Clothes wearing the Emperor's New Clothes. In Hans Christian Andersen's story, two swindlers trick the Emperor into wearing nothing, telling him that only smart people can see his clothes. Yeah, and I think back in the early 90s, someone sold Sinead on the Emperor's new hairdo. No hair! Okay, I need a category. You want the head rush? You got it. Heads up, here's your clue. Whose house are you watching? And I'll tell you what, right now the only thing you should be watching is the screen. Good luck. That's the game! Hey, congratulations, my friend. You made it through an entire game by yourself and you came out on top. You know, not many people can say that, but yeah, they can. Oh well, thanks for playing. Bye.
All right, gotcha. Hey, come on, leave the goat alone. We have a show to do here.
Okay, pick a category. Looks like this category is, ooh, boxy lady. And it's worth $20,000 if you get this one right. Heads up, here it comes. Based on the myth of Pandora, which of these free prizes would be advertised on the side of a box of Pandora cereal? According to Greek mythology, Pandora was given a box she wasn't supposed to open. But did she listen? No. So she opened the box and let out all the evils of the world, including tooth decay. Category, please. For your enjoyment, South Pork. And you pocket 20,000 clams if you get this one. A 1, a 2, a 3. Say Cartman from TV's South Park gets so fat that everyone has to leave South Park and move to the state that has the largest national park. What will happen on the next episode? Stan pukes on Wendy in Montana, Kenny gets killed in Alaska, Stan's dog humps things in Texas, or Chef sings about sex. The country's largest national park is Gates of the Arctic in Alaska. Now the nation's biggest ass, Cartman. Okay, I need... And here we have classical rock. $20,000 says you don't know this one. Okay, you ever been to that Lilith Fair thing? You know, that women's music festival? Yeah, it was a lot of fun. If Lilith Fair were attended only by classic female poets, which of these would you see at the concert? Sappho was a woman poet of ancient Greece.
All right! Who says a 2,000-year-old lady can't rock? Oh, can you pick up my hip, please?
I need a category. This category is known as Slippery Circus Geeks. Get it right, I'm handing over $20K. Okay, now you know how at the circus they have those trained seals that do all those tricks and everything? Imagine that instead of seeing a trained... The Great Seal is the official emblem of the United States. On the front, it has an eagle with an olive branch and a set of arrows in each of its claws.
And direct your attention to the center ring to see Eddie the Eagle and Ralphie the Rat as they... Oh my God! Eddie's ripping Ralphie to shreds with his beak! Oh, the humanity!
Alrighty, pick one. Go ahead, Butt. Go ahead, Butt. It's Headbutt. Time, yes, it is.
H-E-A-D-B-U-T-T-H-E-A-D-B-U-T-T. Headbutt.
Let's see if you can make sense of this headbutt category. Does your mommy still dress you? I'm going to open the value of this headbutt question at $50,000. Here's how to work the headbutt. You're going to see an equation like this one. Okie doke, let's do it. 10th letter plus rowing sport. All right, check this out. The first part of the answer is Mary Blige's middle initial. The second part is also the name of a military-type haircut. Hey, where'd you get that Umber Barn jacket? Yeah, I hate shopping in malls because I always run into all my fans, so I order all my clothes from a catalog with beautiful people. Perhaps you've heard of it. Now here's what I don't get. How come when I wear those clothes, I don't look as happy and healthy as all those J. Crew people? My life sucks. The category? Now those are holy jeans. $10,000 for this one. Wipe off that finger, because here we go. Because his religion strives to reach nirvana, which of the following would you most likely expect? Buddhists believe that they will eventually achieve a state of total peace called nirvana. And you know, I hear all the monks are turning in their regular robes for flannel ones that they found at a thrift shop. Category, please. This bad boy is, if Jerry Springer says it, it must be true. You give me a right answer, I give you 30,000 bucks. Oh, how's it going now? Just flipping through the TV guide here. See what my man Jerry's up to today. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Oh, this ought to be a good one. The topic of Jerry Springer's show is queens who marry their brothers and sleep with Roman emperors. Who will be today's guest? Mary, Queen of Scots, Joan of Arc, Cleopatra, or Helen of Troy? Bet you wish you would have picked this. Cleopatra VII married her brother and was Julius Caesar's mistress in Rome, all while ruling Egypt.
Well, Cleo, I'll tell you what, we got your brother and your lover backstage. Come on, bring them out.
Alrighty, pick one. Well now, what do we have here? Hey, you just picked a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat is how to liven up a crappy party. Okay, fine. You know the rules. Here comes the monkey timer. Let's do it. Doritos. Cheeto. Bilbo. Frito. Frodo. Tostito. One more. Pippin. That's all she wrote. Hello, 7 out of 7. Let's put it into your total. Okay, Moneybags, let's move on. I need a
Let's do it again.
Now serving. Get your fingers out of my ball. 10,000 bucks riding on this one. Okay, now imagine you belong to a bowling league. Yeah, I could see that. If the bowling alley replaces their regular bowling pins with terrapins, what will most likely happen? A dinosaur will eat your ball. A terrapin is a freshwater turtle. As if bowling wasn't boring enough. This one's called Turn Your Head and Barf, and it's worth 20,000 bucks if you get this one right. Okay, now you know that saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away? Based on the origin of penicillin, which of these sayings is most accurate? Some pencils a... Penicillin is an antibiotic that comes from mold. Yeah, when I'm feeling sick, I save on those doctor bills and just scrape some mold off the 3-year-old sandwich I keep under my bed. Okay, I need a category. Alrighty, the game's gonna continue after the following commercial.
Even with extension cords, my old pigeon can't even deliver a message next door. But with my new cordless pigeon, I can deliver messages to my homies anywhere in the world.
Cordless pigeon, cordless pigeon.
Batteries sold separately.
Oh, looks like you've Headrush before. Well, check out this clue, because it may come in handy. Aren't you guys related? Well, let's see some serious buzzer action on this Headrush. Good luck!
Look out! Look out!
win till that last one. What did it do to your final score? That's the game. Hey, Green, you were like the best player we had this whole game. Really, I mean that. Thank you for playing Headrush, and hey, I'll see you next time.
Fabulous work, everyone.
Got it. You heard him. Move it or lose it.
Category, please. Alright, give it up for Bunch of Bowl Oni. You get this one right, it's worth 30,000 greenbacks. Hey, you know how there are tons of football bowl games around the holidays? You get the Super Bowl, the Rose Bowl, the Fiesta Bowl. Well, if your school were to play in the Dust Bowl, who would be your... In the 1930s, the Great Plains were known as the Dust Bowl because of a terrible drought, and it caused the appearance of the Okies, or traveling workers. But I'll tell you, their home stadium hasn't been the same since they got rid of the real dust and put in Astro Dust. Okay. This baby is, I prefer a milk goatee. 10,000 beanies if you get this one. Okay, now you know those Where's Your Mustache ads where the celebrity talks about milk? Well, take a look at this fictional ad. Sure, I'm dead, but not from rabies. My vaccine prevented that. I also found a way to kill off bacteria in milk. Now, who would be wearing a milk mustache in this ad? Alexander Fleming, Yuri Rabinowitz, Jules Verne. The French chemist who developed the vaccine for rabies and discovered pasteurization is Louis Pasteur. Yeah, nothing makes me want to chug a cool glass of moo juice more than a dead guy spilling milk all over himself. I need a cat. Uh-oh, I smell cleaning products. Well, that means we're in for a session with our good buddy, Milan, the janitor.
Trash talking with Milan.
And this is, it happens to the best of us. How does $20,000 sound? Woo! All right, how's it going, Milan?
Don't talk to me.
Oh my God, are you okay? You look so sad.
There was a horribly sad incident which took place today.
Oh man, that's awful. I'm so sorry. Do you want to skip your question today?
Of course not, you simpleton. The show must go on.
You are a trooper.
Get out your handkerchiefs. This is very sad. Which sentence of this sad story contains a superlative? Some kid threw up in the math class today. It was the worst thing I've ever smelled. He got it all over this girl's hair. Or, then other... A superlative is the most extreme degree of an adjective.
Like, fastest is the superlative of fast.
In this case, worst is the superlative of bad.
You were right, Milan. That was a sad story.
Yes, but the saddest part is that I'm the one who has to clean it up.
Oh, that is sad. Hey, are you going to use that pink sawdust stuff?
Of course. It is the best product for cleaning.
Oh, you said best. That's another superlative.
Will you shut up?
Yes, sir. Okay, I need to... Well, what do we have here? The man in the moon and his big, hairy butt. $20,000 for a correct answer. And we're off. How often does the moon actually moon the Earth by showing us its backside? Once a week, once a month, once a year, or never? Kick it. Once a month? No, that's how often the moon shows its whole face. You know, it's a little shy. Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. The moon always faces the Earth with the same side, so we never get to see the far side of the moon. We wouldn't want to see the back side of the moon anyway. It's probably got craters all over it, and Klingons. Category, please. Coming at you. Hey, watch where you're sticking that ox. This one can get you 10 grand. Okay, let's say they come out with a sequel to the computer game Oregon Trail and they call it Oregon Trail. If during your game of Oregon Trail, you're leading an expedition across the largest organ in the human body. The body's largest organ? It's the skin. And I'll tell you what, I'd rather tip over in Skin River than get caught up in an eruption at Zit Mountain. All right. Open wide and get ready for Bye-Bye, Miss Amerigo Pie. 20,000 bucks says you don't know this one. Hey, if Columbus supposedly discovered America, then why isn't the country named after him? I mean, instead, America's named after the first name of some guy who put America on the map. His first name's Amerigo. But if the American continents were named after... America is named after Amerigo Vespucci, an Italian explorer and map maker.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of Vespuccica.
Oh no, what's happening? What's happening? It's different this time. What's happening? No, no!
I am Abraham Lincoln. Who has awakened me? Green, I am impressed. You've reached the golden level. I take my hat off to you. Figuratively speaking, I never take off my hat. Go green. Go green. Oh yeah. Nicely done. Bye-bye, see ya! Back to you, Bobby!
Okay, we're gonna get back to the game, but when this one's over, you know, get a life, maybe? How about that? I need a category. This one is Fabled Kings and Skanking Rude Boys. This one will get you 10 grand. Eyes up front, we're moving. Considering King Midas's mythical ability, which of these ska bands would... Since King Midas got his wish to turn everything he touched into gold, it's only natural that he'd be into the band Goldfinger.
Could the guy skanking in the mosh pit who's turning everyone into gold please leave the concert now?
Okay, I need a category. Hey, nice choice. You just picked a dis or dat. This dis or dat's category name is They Got Skizzles. All right, I'm going to read off 7. Chill out, okay? You know the rules. Get the monkey. Let's go. Let's boogie. Plays guard. MJ, Kobe, or both. Went to UNC. Has his own Adidas shoes. His middle name is Jeffrey. Played for the Birmingham. Dated Brandy. That's all of them. 6 wrong. Well, you're not good at this, I'll give you that much. Hey, don't spend it all in one place. Let's move on. Okay. Pucker up for Monkey See, Monkey Do. And you pocket 20,000 clams if you get this one. Here's the pitch. Say Curious George was the defendant in the Scopes monkey trial. As his lawyer, what would the man in the yellow hat had to have proven to get George off the hook? Scientists shouldn't run tests on George. Humans evolved from George's ancestors. Mouthwash gives George better breath. Or George did not export bananas from Cuba. Nice answer. I think we should run some tests on you. The correct answer is... In the Scopes monkey trial, a teacher was prosecuted for teaching evolution in science class. And if you don't think humans evolved from apes, then will someone explain Sylvester Stallone to me? The category is My Old Creaking Bone Thugs in Harmony. $30,000 for this one. Coming at ya. If rap group Bone Thugs in Harmony had as many members as the adult human body, the body has a total of 206 bones, so Bone Thugs in Harmony would have a total of 206 members. Man, 206 members. That's actually just 3 more members than Wu-Tang Clan. Alrighty. You want the head rush? You got it. Heads up, here's your clue. Your birth order's up. You want fries with that? Good luck. Nothing to write home about, but not too shabby. Let's see your final score. That's the game. Hey, congratulations, my friend. You made it through an entire game by yourself, and you came out on top. You know, not many people can say that. Yeah, they can. Oh, well, thanks for playing. Bye.
Yes, sir, that's show business. Thanks.
Woohoo, we're going again. Hey, you, we don't need that. Move that. All right, it's a game. Let's go, people.
Okay. Here she is. Rappers who sniff your crotch. Looks like this one's going for 10,000 bucks. Hey, you know how people are always saying that on average, dogs age 7 times faster than humans? So if you got a dog that's like 7, then it would be, let's see, carry the 3, 49 in dog years, right? When Snoop Doggy Dogg turns 40, how old will he be in dog years? 28, 40. 7 times 40 is, 2 times 14, 280. 280? You know, that's not that old. I mean, look at Mick Jagger. Okay, pick a category. Let's see what we got here. Seeping from the bodies of Americans. Get it right. I'm handing over $20K. Let's boogie. Which of the following is the best example of gross national product? The amount of snot you produce in a day, a nation's weekly output of dog doo, a country's yearly output of farts, or the total amount of worldwide toe jams? A country's gross national product refers to its total economic output for a given year. The United Nations does keep an eye on a country's yearly output of farts. You know, with that ban on chemical warfare and everything. All right. Now serving wedgies and swirlies. And it's worth 20,000 bucks if you get this one right. Okay, now pay attention. There's gonna be a test. Once upon a time, there was this boy, right? And he couldn't even make it down the hallway at school without having his underwear hoisted up to his shoulders. He's so unpopular, right, that he couldn't even go into the bathroom without a bunch of kids shoving his head into the toilet. Okay, the guy was treated like a total loser, right? So he becomes an outcast, forced to teach himself at home, right? Where he studies so much he becomes a billionaire genius. The end. So, which proverb does this story best demonstrate? A leopard cannot change his spots, April showers bring May flowers, beauty is only skin deep, or don't put all your eggs in one basket? Sorry to rain on your parade. Sometimes really crappy things bring good things later. Like rain today brings flowers tomorrow. And being humiliated so badly you're forced to live in isolation brings brains and tons of money. Hey, which means I should be making my millions any day now. The category? Who rocks babies in treetops anyway? How does $20,000 sound? Okay, you know that lullaby, Rockabye Baby? Oh, come on. I know your mother still sings it to you when you go to sleep. Say the cradle in Rockabye Baby is the cradle of civilization. When the bow breaks, what else will be coming down with baby? China and all, England and all, The civilizations of Mesopotamia and ancient Iraq developed things like cities, writing, and agriculture, so it's called the cradle of civilization.
That's right, sweetheart. Little brats like you are responsible for the decline of civilization. Sleep tight, honey.
I need a category.
Your attention, please. Attention. You just picked a dis or dat.
And this Dis or Dat Questions category is, it's been 8 years, move on! Okay, I'm gonna list 7 characters from Beverly Hills 90210, and for each one, I want you to tell me if they were on the show during the high school years, the college years, or both. Someone's in a hurry. Okay, get the monkey out here and let's go. Here we go. Brandon, high school. Valerie. Brett. Kevin. That's all of them. Hey, you got one right, and don't let anybody tell you that that's not good. Oh, well, that sucked. Let's move on. Okay. This bad boy is a Rolling Stone gathers no Kate Moss. $10,000 for this one. Okay, let's see. We got beefy tees and pocket tees, V-necks and baby tees. This ought to be a piece of cake. Which of the following models is in a Model T? RuPaul flying a World War II. The Model T was the first car to be made on an assembly line.
This year's fashions include wraparound chrome and lightning pinstripes.
Okay. And I believe this one's called Tori is Wigging Out. And you're playing for a $30,000 wad. Think fast. Imagine that Tori Spelling wants to be taken more seriously, so she gives up acting and changes her name to Tori Spelling. What's her new gig? She's a crusty sailor from Canada. Tory, with a Y, is a political party in England. Well, I guess that means they'll be changing her show to
London, England, 90210. Pip, pip, hey, give me a scone.
And here we have the Melrose Zoo. $10,000 riding on this one. Wow, that Amanda from Melrose Place is one cold chick. If they replace cold-blooded Amanda with a cold-blooded animal, which of the following scenes will you most likely see? A crocodile sleeping with Billy, a hippopotamus sleeping with Jake, a duck sleeping with Peter, or... Crocodiles are cold-blooded animals, which means their body temperature changes with the outside temperature.
Oh, Amanda, babe, I love you so much.
Cut! I need This category is known as twice as cool as 60 Minutes. $20,000 for a correct answer. Okay, you can count on your fingers or your toes or your hooves or whatever you want for this one. Buzz in and fill in the blank when you got the answer. Got it? How many seconds does it take to watch MTV's 120 Minutes? This could be it. 60 times 120 equals 7,200 seconds. And that comes to about 7,000 more seconds of pasty British snot rock than anyone really needs in a week. Whoa, where'd that come from? Category. Say hello to Don't Cast Me Away, Gilligan. $20,000 says you don't know this one. Hey, you know that old TV show Gilligan's Island with that group of castaways on that desert island? If Gilligan and the other castaways had actually washed up on Ellis Island in New York was one of the big ports of entry for immigrants in the earlier half of the century.
Hey, Skipper! Who's that lady?
Gilligan, that's the Statue of Liberty, you idiot! Hey, no!
Alrighty, pick one. Okay, we're going to rejoin the game after this short commercial message.
He's got fever and chills and a runny nose. My Larry doll. He's been bitten by disease carrying mosquitoes. My Larry doll.
I just give him a squeeze and spread tropical disease.
My Larry doll.
Oh, looks like you've Headrush before. Well, check out this clue, because it may come in handy. I bet you say that to all the girls. Now let's see some serious buzzer action. Good luck! final score? That's the game. Hey, way to go, Green. You know, it's like I always say, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, as long as you get to play with yourself. Now, get away from the computer and go make some friends, will you? Bye-bye.
Just can't get enough, huh? I understand. Come on, put down the taco and make me a show. Let's go.
Okay, I need a category. Looks like this category is Aggity Aggity Eggheads. This one will get you 10 grand. Heads up, here it comes. Imagine that Snoop Doggy Dogg wants to expand his fan base to include the science crowd. If Snoop... Canine is a fancier technical name for dogs, so Snoop would be bound to attract the science geeks.
I think that Snoop Canine speaks to the plight of America's youth.
No, quite right, homie. He's the bomb.
Okay, pick a category. For your enjoyment, it's all Smurf to me. Get it right, I'm handing over 20K. All right, now imagine the Smurfs want to stage some Greek myths. If the Smurfs staged the Greek myth of Narcissus, who would be best suited to play the title role? Jokey Smurf, Smurfette, Brainy Smurf, or Vanity Smurf? In case you're wondering, Narcissus was so vain that he fell in love with his own reflection in a pond, and then he turned into a flower.
Ah, now that I'm a flower, I can stare at my reflection all day without any interruption. Ah! Bees! Ah!
I need a... May I introduce Chris Rock rocks the crib. Looks like this one's going for 10,000 bucks. Okay, imagine comedian Chris Rock decides it's time to start having children. If funny man Chris Rock names all of his there is no type of rock called geriatric rock. Unless, of course, you're talking about geriatric rock bands like The Who or the Rolling Stones.
Hey, you! Get off of my lawn!
Category. All right, dude, you just picked a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat question is, you've got a river running down your leg. Okay, fine, you know the rules. Here comes the monkey timer. Let's do it. Arkansas, east or west of the Mississippi? Illinois, Kentucky, Mississippi, Michigan, Missouri. Last one, Oklahoma. That's all she wrote. Perfect. And with time to spare, there you go. Enjoy your moment. Okay, that's enough. Let's move on. Okay, I need a category. Alright, give it up for Hot Times in the Old Garden Tonight. And you pocket 20,000 clams if you get this one. Alright, you probably know that hippies in the 60s were called flower children, right? If two flowers want to have flower children of their own, the stamens are the male reproductive organs and the pistils are the female ones. You know, I don't mind if flowers are going to go around having sex, as long as they practice safe, flower sex. All right. Open wide and get ready for, those aren't meatballs. And we got 30,000 bucks in the pot. A 1, a 2, a 3. Say you order a plate of ravioli from your favorite Italian restaurant. If they mess up and bring you alveoli are small sacs on your lungs. These alveoli are all black and crunchy. They must have been smoked. Oh my, guess what? It's a headbutt.
Headbutt.
H-E-A-D-B-U-T-T. Headbutt.
One headbutt category coming up. Songwriting can be a crime. This question's going to start out at 50,000 big ones. Okay, here's how you headbutt. You're going to see an equation like this. Excelente. Let's do it. Prisoner plus part of a song. Okay, the first part of the answer is also another word for a scam or to cheat somebody. The second part also rhymes with purse.
I carry a man's purse.
Will you get out of here? All right, quit. Come on, it's the shoe that Dennis Rodman endorses. Hey, the shot clock's running down here. Let's go! Make your move. Type. I've seen those new Dennis Rodman shoes. Yeah, they got steel toes for when you're kicking those cameramen around. Okay. Coming at you. Pucker up and start smooching. How does $20,000 sound? Flex those fingers, because here it comes. What's the best makeout song? Don't Speak by No Doubt, Quit Playing Games by Backstreet Boys, Hero by Mariah Carey, or All Cried Out by Allure. See, now I could have given you some cash if you would have picked this. Well, as the song says, don't speak, because speaking while mashing is not a good thing.
Wow, I really had a good time tonight. You know, I hope we can see each other again.
Will you shut up?
Okay.
Category, please. This one is Droolin' to the Hits, and it's worth $20,000 if you get this one right. Hey, remember that movie Beethoven about that huge slobbery dog? If Beethoven the dog were disabled in the same way as Beethoven the composer, which of these would the dog not be able to do? Lift his... Beethoven the composer became deaf later in his life, so Beethoven the dog would not be able to hear that dog whistle. And the real Beethoven also used to slobber all over his piano and viciously bite people, too. Coincidence? I think not. Okay, I need a category. And this is...
Supermodels for ecological awareness.
10,000 beanies if you get this one. Hey, remember that MTV fashion show, House of Style? Well... imagine that MTV wants to air a new show called Greenhouse of Style. Because of the conditions inside a greenhouse, what will the models be wearing? Fur-lined parkas, brightly colored scuba gear, satin radiation suits, or skimpy designer bikinis? A greenhouse works by trapping heat inside of it, which is why the heat being trapped inside the Earth's atmosphere is called the greenhouse effect. And stay tuned to the upcoming Outhouse of Style, where the models will all be wearing oxygen masks. Alrighty, pick one. You want the head rush? You got it. Heads up, here's your clue. Making a living in Springfield. And you better start making a living by pressing that buzzer. Good luck. game. Hey, Green, you were like the best player we had this whole game. Really, I mean that. Thank you for playing Headrush, and hey, I'll see you next time.
Showtime.
Yeah. This one's called Betty Bye Time on Elm Street. You get this one right, it's worth 30,000 greenbacks. Okay, you all remember Freddy from the Nightmare on Elm Street movies? You know, the guy who haunts people in their dreams? Well, let's say he wants to become a rocker. Given its name, which of the following musical acts would nightmarish Freddy Krueger most likely join? REM, Run DMC, the Notorious B.I.G., or TLC? REM stands for Rapid Eye Movement, the kind of sleep you have when you're dreaming.
Freddy, dude, that's like the fourth microphone you ruined this week. Can you be careful with those things?
Sorry, Mr. Stipe.
Here she is. Wet and Wicked, Western Witches. $10,000 for this one. Hey, you know that movie The Wizard of Oz, right? Well, imagine this. Instead of yelling, "I'm melting, I'm melting," the wicked... Molting is when an animal sheds its outer layer of skin and replaces it with a new layer. Sounds like the Wicked Witch could use some ointment.
That's it, Flying Monkey. Oh, yes, rub some on my bunions.
Category. Pucker up for the blonde having the most fun. $20,000 for a correct answer. Hey, remember Jenny McCarthy's show, Jenny? You don't? Yeah, me neither. If the title of Jenny McCarthy's crappy old show, Jenny, had instead been Spinning Jenny, what would America's most obnoxious blonde most likely have been doing? Yanking butter out of her butt, pulling thread out of her nose. The Spinning Jenny was a type of spinning wheel used to spin wool into thread.
Oh my god, this is like the coolest bugger I've ever had! Ow!
Alrighty. Well, what do we have here? Yeah, but where the heck is Terry Hatcher? This one can get you 10 grand. All right, now you know the show Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman? Well, if the show were changed to Lewis and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, Meriwether Lewis and William Clark were the leaders of the first American expedition to explore lands west of the Mississippi in the early 1800s. Of course, if Superman wants to blend in, he's going to have to dump those blue pantyhose and start flying around in big boots and a coonskin cap. Yeah. Whoa! Someone just got themselves a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat is... Don't go there. Now, I'm going to read off 7 points, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a country or a... Chill out, okay? You know the rules. Get the monkey! Let's go. And we're off. Libya. Tibia. Labia. Latvia. Fibula. Namibia. One more. That's all she wrote. 6 right, 1 wrong. I'll take it. Let's check out your score. Hey, take it where you can get it. All right, let's move on. I need a category. This baby is Puerto Rico Suave. And you pocket 20,000 clams if you get this one. So, you know, the other day I was watching one of those MTV Road Rules marathons. You know, those ones that you don't really want to watch, but before you know it, the entire day has passed you by. And, well, anyway, I was kind of getting into it. You know, when Oscar went to his home in Puerto Rico, did you know that that's a Commonwealth of the U.S.? It's not a state, but like all the people there are U.S. citizens. You know, like all those famous baseball players like Bernie Williams, Juan Gonzalez, Carlos Baerga. Problem is, they're not allowed to vote in our national elections. Not that half the people in this country who can vote do. Yeah, I guess MTV's Rock the Vote isn't rocking hard enough. Anyway, what was the point I was trying to make? Oh, yeah. Which of these things did I just say? Ivan Rodriguez is from Puerto Rico. I watched The Real World the other day. Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens, or Puerto Ricans may vote in national elections. This is true. He is from Puerto Rico. The problem is I only mentioned Bernie Williams, Juan Gonzalez, and Carlos Baerga. I think the commissioner's going to have to fine you for not listening. Are you listening to me now? I said Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens. Hey, I just got my next assignment. It says, let's see, shut up and get on with the game. Whatever. Okay. The category is Martha Stewart pumps iron. Get it right, I'm handing over $20K. Hey, I'm sure everyone's heard of that scary little homemaker Martha Stewart, right? If Martha Stewart decorates her living room with the Iron Curtain, what will that do to her house? Cause her... The Iron Curtain refers to how the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe isolated themselves from the West after World War II. And I hear Martha's really in trouble because the living room just acquired nuclear weapons and the bathroom is totally jealous. Category. Let's see what we got here. Costume Crusader or Household Pest? $10,000 riding on this one. Wipe off that finger because here we go. If the tick behaves like a real tick, what will he most likely do on the next episode? Spin a web around Deflator Mouse, sting American-made, suck blood. Ticks are parasites that suck blood from other animals. Yeah, I got a couple of friends like that too. Okay. This category is known as, why isn't the bride wearing white? How does $20,000 sound? Okie doke, get ready to buzz in and fill in the blank when you figure this one out. You know how the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers can come together and form the Megazord? Yeah, I'll bet you do. Suppose Red Ranger and Yellow Ranger come together in holy matrimony. What color will their baby? You want it? You got it. Red and yellow make orange. Oh, great. The city's going to hell in a handbasket because all the superheroes are busy changing diapers. I'll save you. Ew. And I believe this one's called Historical Dudes in the Food Chain. You give me a right answer, I give you $30,000. Hey, you know that comic strip Calvin and Hobbes? Well, imagine a new comic where Hobbes the stuffed tiger is paired with a new companion. If the new strip is called John Calvin and Hobbes, who will Hobbes' new playmate be? A famous American playwright, the first Prime Minister of England, a Hall of Fame shortstop, or a leader of the Protestant Reformation? John Calvin was one of the leaders of the Protestant Reformation.
And so, good people of the church, I tell you...
Yeah, whatever, preacher boy. Hey, nice stuffed tiger. Category, please. We're going to take a quick pause for this commercial break.
From the makers of Man Packs come Rat Pads.
They're cool. My friends all wear them.
What are they?
I don't know, but I'm wearing one.
Rat Pads come in 3 sizes. Super for heavy days, regular for normal days, and extra light for light days.
Whatever that means.
Where do you put it?
I don't know, like down there somewhere.
Oh, looks like you've Headrush before. Well, check out this clue, because it may come in handy. Want to know where I got this jock strap from? Well, I don't think you do. Good luck!
No!
Final score! That's the game! Green, green, green. What can I say? Good job. And get a social life, you know. Throw a party or something, you know. Write some letters. Hey, thanks for head rushing with me. I gotta go.
All right, that's a wrap, everybody. Great show. Baby Diva, what's going on with the players?
Got it. You heard him. Move it or lose it.
I need a category. Now serving. Put some meat on them bones, Skeletor. 20,000 bucks for a correct answer. Hey, remember that cartoon hero He-Man and his villain Skeletor, who kind of looked like a skeleton? If He-Man's archenemy Skeletor were actually called exoskeleton, an exoskeleton is a skeleton that's outside the body instead of inside it. You know, insects have them.
Well, He-Man, you may have defeated me this time, but at least I laid eggs in your sandwich.
Okay, I need... For your enjoyment, Snuffy's got a brand new bird. 10,000 beanies if you get this one. Coming at you. If Big Bird is replaced by the biggest living bird in the world, what will you see on the show? An eagle tickling Elmo, a finch nesting in Ernie's hair, an ostrich digging in Oscar's garbage, or a parrot? At 10 feet tall and more than 150 pounds, the ostrich is the largest living bird around. So Big Bird doesn't even come close. Besides, he's not really a bird. It's just some guy in a bird outfit. Oh yeah, and there's no Santa Claus either. Hey, nice choice. You just picked a dis or dat. And this dis or dat questions category is, here's your diploma and $10 million. Listen up. I'm going to read off 7 NBA players, and for each one, I want you to tell me if they were drafted straight out of high school or after someone's in a hurry. Okay, get the monkey out here and let's go. Let's do it. Kobe Bryant, drafted from Marcus Camby, Kevin Garnett, Allen Iverson, Sean Kemp, Joe. This is it. That's all of them. Well, you only got 3 right, but look at it this way. At least you're done. Hey, it could be worse. I mean, you could, like, drown in a sewer. Okay, what's up next? Category, please. And here we have, how do you tattoo a flea? 20,000 bucks says you don't know this one. Okay, now if the red hot... Oh, hold on. I dropped the question. Here, I got it. Here we go. All right, I got it. If the Red Hot Chili Peppers confess that their tattoos are actually henna tattoos, which of the following would be true? The tattoos are actually birthmarks they got tattooed in prison, the tattoos are only temporary, or the tattoos smell like honey? Henna tattoos are made from a dye, and they only last a few weeks before they fade away. Temporary tattoos. They should change their name to the Red Hot Chili Wussies. Okay. Alright, give it up for X-Men and Frat Boys. Looks like this one's going for 10,000 bucks. Let's boogie. Considering their team's nickname, which university should hire X-Man Wolverine as a mascot? Notre Dame University, Ohio State University, University of Michigan, or Syracuse University? Michigan's mascot is the Wolverine. And you know, if I were an opposing team's mascot, I'd think twice about fooling around with Wolverine. All right. The category? Boogie fever and other diseases. I'm giving out 30 grand for a right answer. Hey, have you heard the latest celebrity gossip? Well, rumor has it that members of a famous rock group recently visited their doctor and were diagnosed with hydrocephalus. Based on its name, which group was it? Badfinger, Big Head Todd and the Monsters, Flaming Lips, or 9 Inch Nails? Hydrocephalus is a condition where liquid on the brain makes the skull swell up. I bought a hat from a Big Head Todd concert. Yeah, I use it as a hammock. I need a... This bad boy is Bibelicious, and it's worth 20,000 bucks if you get this one right. Okay, now let's say a bunch of food mascots are going to put on a play based on the story of Lot, you know, from the Bible. Well, because of what happens to Lot's wife in the Bible, which of these product mascots would be the best choice to play her? The Green Giant, the Morton Salt Girl, Mrs. Butterworth, or the Pillsbury Doughboy? Lot's wife looked back at the burning city of Sodom and turned into a pillar of salt. So I guess after the play, the Morton Salt Girl can also season all the hors d'oeuvres at the cast party. Category, please.
Spread out, host boy. I'm taking over this ship. Here we go. Old man's moaning memories. Hey!
May I introduce...
I love the ladies.
And you pocket 20,000 clams if you get this one.
Hey, you, playing the game. Do me a favor, will you? Tune in and press the letters on the keypad.
I think he means buzz in and type the answer.
Yeah, whatever. Do that when you can tell me the name of this famous lady I'm trying to remember. Oh, what was her name again? Oh... Back in the 60s, she protested that war, you know.
The Vietnam War?
Yeah. That one. Then, in the 80s, she made a whole bunch of exercise videos, you know, shaking her booty. She made a movie with her daddy when she was only wearing a bikini. Oh, boy, it was a good one. It was called On Golden Pond. And her husband is that real rich guy who owns the Milwaukee Braves.
That's the Atlanta Braves.
Right. He also owns CNN and TN.
It's all yours. Type. That actress that they called Hanoi Jane, who has her own workout videos and is married to Ted Turner and is also the daughter of Henry, the sister of Peter, and the aunt of Bridget, is...
Jane Fonda.
Oh man, what gives, you know? Why do you have to remember Jane Fonda's name so badly?
Well, Bobby, my cable TV's on the fritz, and, you know, I want to call her husband, Ted, and see if he'll come and fix it.
Oh, I see. Okay, you better go call her.
You betcha. See you later. Okay.
Looks like this category is space junk food. This one will get you 10 grand. Okay, let's say you go completely nuts and you try to recreate our universe using candy. Let's say you use a circus peanut for the sun and a Whopper for the Earth, considering it... Our galaxy is known as the Milky Way, so be best represented by a Milky Way bar. And I don't even want to hear what you're going to use to represent Uranus. Yeah. Say hello to... This question's got balls. And you're playing for a $30,000 wad. Okay, sports fans, listen up. A 48-minute NBA basketball game is made up of 4 12-minute quarters. A 60-minute NFL football game is made up of 4 15-minute quarters, while a 60-minute NHL hockey game is made up of 3 20-minute periods. And finally, a 90-minute Major League Soccer game is made up of 2 45-minute halves. You got it? I hope so. Now, considering official time only... Which of these lasts the longest? 1 MLS half, 2 NHL periods, 3 NFL quarters, or 4 NBA quarters? Four quarters of NBA basketball is 48 minutes long, which makes it the longest. And Lord help you if you're an LA Clippers fan. Those games feel more like 48 hours. Alrighty, pick one. You want the head rush? You got it. Heads up, here's your clue. Ernest gets busy. You better get busy on that buzzer. Good luck! Let's check out your final score. That's the game. Hey, congratulations, my friend. You made it through an entire game by yourself, and you came out on top. You know, not many people can say that. Yeah, they can. Oh, well. Thanks for playing. Bye.
Fabulous work, everybody.
All right, gotcha. Hey, come on. Leave the goat alone. We have a show to do here.
I need a category. Coming at you. So that's why they call it the boob tube. 20,000 bucks for a correct answer. Think fast. If obnoxious media queen Jenny McCarthy is a victim of McCarthyism, what? Back in the 1950s, Senator Joseph McCarthy started accusing everyone of being a communist.
Comrade, have you seen new Jenny McCarthy spread?
I think Fidel Castro's spread is much better.
Okay. This one is Boys Who Cry. This one can get you 10 grand. And we're off. Say the boy who cried wolf grows up to become a member of the paparazzi. Given his history, what will people most likely think if he cries, Scott Wolf! Scott Wolf! Will they think Scott Wolf is a giant, Scott Wolf is nowhere around, Scott Wolf is leading kids out of Hollywood, or Scott Wolf is a werewolf? For the curious, here's the right answer. The boy who cried wolf was always setting off a false alarm when the wolf wasn't actually around, so he probably doesn't see Scott Wolf either. I don't understand why anyone would go around crying Scott Wolf anyway. Although, I always cry when I watch Party of Five. Poor Bailey. Okay. Well now, what do we have here? Hey, you just picked a dis or dat. This Dis or Dat's category name is Beam Me Up, Yoda. Okay, live long, chill out, okay? You know the rules. Get the monkey. Let's go. Here we go. Q, Star Trek, Solo, Zulu, Uhura, Leia, Greedo, last one. That's all she wrote. You rock. You rock. You rock. Let's check out your score. Yeah, that's gotta feel good, don't it? All right, let's move on. All right. Well, what do we have here? Screech is a peach. $30,000 for this one. All right, now listen up. Imagine that the student government in Saved by the Bell makes a new rule that you can't be a dork at their school, and then they try to prosecute Screech for being a dork for the past, I don't know how many years. Which of the following concepts makes it impossible for Screech to suffer punishment for being a dork in the past? Ad nauseum, habeas corpus, a cappella, or ex post facto? Ex post facto means that people can't be punished for something they did before that thing was illegal. Hey, but now that it's a law, the first stupid thing Screech does, he's going down. I need a And this is Fuzzy Yellow Balls. How does $20,000 sound? Eyes up front, we're moving. If Andre Agassi plays Brooke Shields in a Valentine's Day tennis match, what will be the best way for him to show his love? By shutting her out, by playing left-handed, by not scoring, or by throwing his racket at her? In tennis, love means you have 0 points. And our lesson for today, just because you haven't scored does not mean you haven't experienced love. Thank you. Category, please. Pucker up for chores for lazy people. $10,000 riding on this one. Okay, take a look at this person's to-do list and tell me what is missing. Buckle my shoe, shut the door, pick up sticks, what comes next? Is it lay them straight, lose your date, don't be late, or put on weight? I don't know about you, but that's how I learned to count when I was a kid. 7, 8, lay them straight, 9, 10, big fat hen. And I still can't get rid of this freaking hen. Ow! 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 Stop it! Stop it! Alrighty. The category is Stick It Where the Sun Don't Shine. And we got $30,000 in the pot. Flex those fingers, because here it comes. Which planet's orbits are between you and Uranus? Mercury and Venus, Neptune, Venus, and Pluto, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, or Mars, Venus, Neptune, Jupiter, and Saturn? Starting at Earth, you got Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, then Uranus. Man, just think, next time you wipe yourself, you could be destroying like billions and billions of alien life forms. Okay, I need...
Ha ha ha! It's time for my question. Here we go! Space crash, skilly up, skilly up, do. Old man's moaning memories. Skilly up, do. Hey!
This one's called
Getting to Second Base.
Get it right. I'm handing over $20K.
Okay, for this question, you're gonna,
Old man, what's up? You need some help?
Yeah, what are they supposed to do? I forgot what they...
What? They're supposed to buzz in and type the answer. I mean,
oh, is that all?
Yeah.
Well, I knew that. I thought this was gonna be like some kind of special question or something. All right, here we go. Okay, this famous baseball player has a funny bowl haircut and his nickname is Charlie Hustle. You got it? He played baseball with the Big Red Machine in Cincinnati in the 70s and that...
Talk to me, type it. The man with the most hits in baseball was nicknamed Charlie Hustle and was banned from the game for life for illegal gambling was none other than...
Pete Rose.
Hey, old man, you played some baseball in your day, didn't you?
You bet your patootie. That was back when we used crab apples for balls and thigh bones for bats. Hey, bada, 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 swing, batty.
You are a total freak.
Says you.
Yeah. This baby is none of the smoke and all of the cancer. $20,000 says you don't know this one. You know, to me, there's nothing sexier than spitting tobacco into a cup all day and developing tongue, lip, and throat cancer. That's sexy. If instead of dipping some Copenhagen the capital of Denmark is Copenhagen. Yep, nothing better between your cheek and gums than a little Dane.
Yeah, let me out of here, yeah?
Here she is. I'm gonna rip you a new one. $10,000 for this one. Heads up, here it comes.
Imagine a cartoon version of the story of Rip Van Winkle. Because of
Rip Van Winkle is famous for falling asleep for 20 years.
Of course, today, he would have just been called a slacker and told to get up and go to college or something.
Don't move, because we'll be right back after this short commercial message.
Hey kids, say bit of cheese.
Bit of cheese!
Bit of cheese, better than a plate of peas. Gouda, Swiss, and Colby, please. Have a bit of cheese.
Bit of cheese cereal contains 10 times the recommended daily allowance of calcium.
Oh, looks like you've Headrush before. Well, check out this clue, because it may come in handy. Living in a two-dimensional world. And yes, in that world, I am the supreme being, so do not sass me. Good luck!
Not bad. Why am I yelling? I don't know. Let's check out your final score.
That's the game.
Hey, way to go, Green. You know, it's like I always say. It doesn't matter whether you win or lose as long as you get to play with yourself. Now, get away from the computer and go make some friends, will you? Bye-bye.
Woohoo, we're going again. Hey, you, we don't need that. Move that. All right, it's a game. Let's go, people.
Okay. Let's see what we got here.
I always laugh when her head comes off.
I'm giving out 30 grand for a right answer. Hey, remember that movie 4 Weddings and a Funeral? You know, with that British guy who got pulled over that one time? Oh, never mind. If they make a sequel to 4 Weddings and a Funeral about King Henry VIII, what would be the best title? 1 wedding and 2 beheadings, 3... Henry VIII was famous for having 6 wives, 2 of whom had their heads cut off for displeasing him. So I guess the movie would go something like this.
I do.
Okay. Open wide and get ready for Java Good Time. And it's worth $20,000 if you get this one right. A 1, a 2, a 3. If you were drinking Java in Java with Java Man, what would you be doing? Drinking beer in Java Man is the name of some old human fossils found in Java, which is an Indonesian island, and it's also a term for coffee. Prehistoric Indonesia. Damn, they got those Starbucks everywhere. This bad boy is Saved by the Cancellation. Looks like this one's going for $10,000. Here's the pitch. Imagine that the pupils in Saved by the Bell act the same way as the pupils in your eyes. What will happen? When light hits your eyes, your pupils get smaller, so Screech would shrink. Slater, did someone say something? Alrighty, pick one.
Your attention, please. Attention. You just picked a dis or dat.
The category for this dis or dat is... That's not dental floss. Alright, I'm going to list 7 brands, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a brand of chewing gum, a brand of maxi pad. Okay, fine. You know the rules. Here comes the monkey timer. Let's boogie. Always, gum, pad, or both. Kotex. Carefree. Stay free. Free dent. Stay alert. One more, Clorette. That's all she wrote. Well, you got 4 right, you missed 3. Average. Let's check your score. Hey, it's better than losing money. Let's move on. Category, please. Alright, give it up for Mystery Meat and our solar system. You get this one right, it's worth 30,000 greenbacks. Okay, now let's say all the planets of our solar system are in school together. Because of Pluto's unusual orbit, what might Neptune say to Pluto in the lunch line?
Stop pushing me! You're always following me around. The line moves forward, not backward.
Or,
hey, no cutting in line.
Pluto is usually the farthest planet from the sun, but sometimes its orbit cuts through Neptune's, making it the second to last. But Pluto makes sure never to cut in front of Uranus. Woo! Stanky! Okay. The category? Racing for your supper. And you pocket 20,000 clams if you get this one. Wipe off that finger, because here we go. Because it's the fastest land animal, which of these product spokes animals... The cheetah is the fastest animal on land, so Chester would definitely win the race. Although it's gotta be a drag running with all that yellow cheesy stuff all over your paws. All right, it's time for a headbutt. H-E-A-D-B-U-T-T-H-E-A-D-B-U-T-T. Headbutt. Step right up to your headbutt category. Yellow makes me mellow. I'd say $50,000 sounds like a good place to start this headbutt question. Headbutt directions time. Now, you're going to see an equation like this. Alrighty then, let's go. Color plus calmness. Alright, check this out. The first part is the color of Kermit the Frog. Man, it's not easy being stupid. The second part is the opposite of war. Alright, type in your answer. Oh, and in case there's any Greenpeace folks out there, rest assured that no trees were killed in the writing of this question. Alrighty. Say hello to that time of the month. This one will get you 10 grand. Eyes up front, we're moving. Say dreamy man-child Leonardo DiCaprio changes his name to Leonardo DiCapricorn based on his new... The zodiac sign of Capricorn falls between December 21st and January 19th. This month, your moon is in Venus and Uranus is rising. Ooh, maybe you should get that checked. Category, please. This category is known as Scooby-Doo. What kind of rabid beast are you? You give me a right answer, I give you 30,000 bucks. Okay, now you know how Scooby-Doo is always hungry and he'll do anything for a snack? Well, let's say Scooby-Doo goes insane from hunger and tears apart his human pals if he goes for the... The femur is the largest bone in the human body. Wrong. Raggy race relicious. I need a category. Looks like this category is, you can use your fingers for this one, 20,000 bucks for a correct answer. And we're off. Which of these equals 3? Original members of Boyz II Men, Killers and Scream, Arnold Kids on the Wonder Years, or original Power Rangers? Oh, and here's what you didn't pick. There's Karen, Wayne, and Kevin. 3 kids, just like every TV family has. No, seriously, think about it. The Simpsons, Home Improvement, Major Dad, Boy Meets World, Dinosaurs, Roseanne, Full House, the list goes on. I mean, try to think of a major TV family that doesn't have 3 kids. You can't. Okay, I need a category. You want the head rush? You got it. Heads up, here's your clue. Rhymes with poo. And you better get a lot right or your score's gonna smell like poo. Good luck. Nothing to write home about, but not too shabby. Let's see your final score. That's the game. Green, green, green. What can I say? Good job. And get a social life, you know. Throw a party or something, you know. Write some letters. Hey, thanks for head rushing with me. I gotta go.
And that's a wrap. Another day, another peso. Diva Bambina, tell me, is it going to be Uno Mas game?
When somebody of your caliber gets the high score on this game, there's one thing that I always think.
Gee, do I have time to get home before that rerun of Full House comes on?
I'm that moved. If you feel moved to play the game again, just let me know.